Toastmaster, fellow Toastmaster, and honored guests. I cannot express myself. I just can't express myself. There's nothing wrong with my vocal cords or my vocabulary. I just can't get the words out. I'd like to share with you one of the more frustrating dialogues in my head for most of my adult life. Everyone else is doing a fine job of communicating, but their words are just flying by. I'm just standing here. I can't keep up. Wait, what was that? What did they say? I wish I could tell them to slow their words down so I can follow. Oh, what is wrong with me? Why can't I follow the conversation? Time and time again. It is so frustrating. Hi, I'm Rose Kaplan. What you just heard was the conversation I had in my head for most of my life. I'm happy to say it's gone now. It's gone because I was able to identify the problem and fix it. I made a salubrious decision. In hindsight, the world around me was very blurry, always moving way too fast. I was always behind the 8 ball. Here's how I see it now, and I'll share that with you. I could be in a conversation with others and never get a word in edgewise. Do you know how frustrating that is? Not because I was being shut out by anyone, but because my mind was always 1 or 2 steps behind. So by the time I got my 2 cents in, the conversation had moved on, and my 2 cents was irrelevant and awkward. Social cues were beyond me. I wouldn't have known a social cue if it hit me upside the head. I knew something wasn't right, but I just couldn't put my finger on it. I couldn't connect the dots, and I never, ever saw the whole picture. As you can imagine, this lack of awareness created conflict. I was in conflict with just about everybody. My parents, my siblings, my teachers, friends, but could never understand what triggered the conflict. I tried, and tried, but to no avail, and the cycle continued. I cannot begin to tell you how frustrating it was, because I knew I was smart enough. Then a miracle. At 57, the fuzzy film on my life's lens cleared, and the world outside myself, this is part of the whole, slowed down just enough for me to step in and finally participate. So, okay already. What happened, you're asking? I took a pill. I took a pill, and the minute I did, my world changed for the good. I finally received treatment for ADD, attention deficit disorder. I had suspected for years that it was a problem. I knew it was when one of our daughters was diagnosed with it in college. So I knew it was my problem too, and I did something about it. The minute I started taking ADD medication, the frenzy world around me slowed down, and my life changed. Here's how. I'm better at reading social cues, so I'm able to hear when a conversation is winding down. I know how it feels and what it means to count to 10 and think before I speak. My dad would say, I can't tell you how many times my dad would say, put your mind in gear before engaging mouth. I could never do that. But now I can, and he would be so proud of me if he were here. The best thing, though, the absolute best thing, is that there are less conflicts with my family and friends. I have to confess, once I saw how things could be different, I did indulge myself in a little pity party. I couldn't help think of the many opportunities I missed out on because I just couldn't get it out. After a few hours, I realized how ridiculous that was, counted my blessings, and moved on. My world opened up in so many ways because I made the decision to take ADD meds. It has been the right decision for me. In fact, I wouldn't be standing here otherwise. So I'd like to leave you with this. I understand that everyone has an opinion on whether or not to medicate or that ADD even exists. My story is not intended to change anyone's mind, but rather to let you in on how I became able to get the word out and finally and fully express myself. And for that, I am grateful. And I'm also grateful for Tom Nixon.